we just decided to stop at this spot and walk around and hear nothing and see nothing, so. Did you hear that? I stopped back there because I thought I heard a gobble. And then I thought I heard a hen. We're just walking into the spot to check a field, and we just heard a bird gobble in the field that we're going to, so. He's not far, is he? Like, he must be right on this side of the field. He just gobbled again, but not far. This spot's kind of tough because we can hunt certain portions, we can't hunt certain portions, so we're trying to figure out what our move is. He's kind of in a weird spot where we can't get down around him, so we gotta go around the back side of the field. So we're gonna try to make that happen because he's gobbling his butt off, so. A little bit more that way. Okay. He's going up in. We're gonna move up to the other end of the field real quick. He just gobbled really faintly up there, so try to get closer and keep calm. I'm gonna help you, bud. You got a full load. We're settled again. Dude. I did the same thing. I almost took my eye out. We're running and gunning. Dude, we've been running hard and we're about to gun even harder. Dude, are you trying to scare them off? Man's over there karate kidding some sticks. Dude, wax on, wax off.
tough because we were in a really bad spot, so we couldn't really make a move. And he was wise.
Yeah, he was.
I mean, he wasn't. He was gonna make those hens, or the hen come to him. He stayed up on the hill, just out of range, probably, I don't know, 80 yards. And then he came down, and he's probably like 60-ish. But he was through the brush, and I couldn't get to him. And then by the time I could get the reefer on my gun to try that, he had already gone up the mountain and crossed back in, and then he wasn't going to come out in the open again.
Yeah, you were like 50 yards from him for a while.
Yeah.
But he's just over that hill and he wouldn't come out.
Yeah, so just a smart bird.
You can see the progression of events of a hunt based on where all your gear is after. Check this out. Box call, Dan's vest, like 4 batteries, a mouth call, another vest, another camera, your neck gaiter in the back there, my sheet that's detached from my vest just sitting there. Just strewn about, and all my batteries are pretty much dead. Like, usually I'll swap them if there's like 10% left, but now it's to the point where I was changing new batteries, like for my 10% ones. Those are my new ones.
Wow, you threw everything at him, including the kitchen sink. Dude. So it's Saturday, May 14th. Headed out to the turkey woods. I feel awful. I've been out twice so far this week. This will be my 3rd morning, but I don't have to work today, so I can stay out a little bit longer. I've heard them gobbling. They're not really responding to calls right now. Pretty much just try to do some softer calling and see if I can get one to commit, or I might not call at all depending on where they are, so we'll see what happens. A few calling in the distance. Mosquitoes are brutal. I just can't stop coughing. It kind of appeared that he was answering me, so I'm gonna try and keep calling kind of soft, not too loud. See, maybe he'll make his way over towards me. I think I'm just gonna hold tight for a little while. Just gonna see if they quietly make their way towards me. I'll wait here for another hour or so. And if nothing, then I'll leave. Try and run and gun a little bit. Ideally, I'd love to kill one here so I don't have to move the camera on my own, but that's the joy of self-filming. So that was pretty crazy. I stood up to pee and tried a glass, and there was a coyote in the middle of the field, and then he was slowly kind of like making his way towards my decoys, but I thought he saw me, so I sat down and grabbed my camera and tried to film him at the top of the field. And then all of a sudden he came down. If I could put my camera back on the tripod, I might have had a chance to shoot him. But then that deer walked out into the field, and they kind of like spooked each other. The coyote ran into the woods, and then there must have been a few other deer just inside the wood line, and they all like came into the field, and now they're all like spooked and running back into the woods. But that was pretty cool. I can still hear one gobbling, so those yelps are bringing the coyotes in this year. It's crazy. That's the third coyote that I brought in on a yelp, and the fourth coyote overall that I've seen. That's what makes this so fun, even if you don't get one. It's just being out here and seeing stuff like that you never see at home. That's so like, I don't know, just so crazy and fun. But I'm gonna try and call a little bit, and if I get nothing, then I'm gonna move and see if I can get on a bird here. He wanted to attack my decoys, that coyote. That was crazy. He was like kind of ready to pounce. He was pretty. One day I'm gonna shoot one of those. Alright, so I packed up and I'm making a move towards where I heard the gobbling. I'm gonna just take my time, do some glassing, and then try to set up again. So I just reset up. I got a bird gobbling. Not too far, but he's not responding to calls, so I think he's probably with a hen. So I'm just gonna keep softly calling and kind of wait. He might come in. I actually just spooked a turkey. I don't know what it was. It looked like a hen, and it flew off. But I got the sun behind me, which is nice. So I won't be blinded by the sun, and hopefully the turkeys kind of will. The black flies are absolutely horrendous. I almost laughed, and then I heard that gobble. So I'm gonna try and be patient as long as I can here. I got one gobbling, and sounds like he's getting closer. Let's go. Here he is. Came out and got set up. I got set up by like
I was set up before 4 this morning. We had plenty of time to get ready. I heard some gobbling in the distance, mostly behind me, and it sounded like it was coming from the woods because where they were, there's no field. So I think they were deeper in the woods, and typically they seem to just fly down into the field. So I got set up and did some calling and whatnot, and then I stood up to try and glass the other field, and I look up the field and there's a coyote coming in. I'm like, oh crap. So I sat back down and I tried to just be as quiet as I could, but then I wanted to film him because I thought I was gonna spook him. So then I'm just like filming, and then he's coming in pretty close, and if I had my camera on the tripod, I think I might have been able to hit him. He was pretty far out. He ended up seeing a deer, and they're like kind of looking at each other, and then the coyote ran into the woods. I decided to move to this field because I could hear that gobbling still, and they were just kind of gobbling every once in a while. So I kind of feel like he was probably with a hen at some point. And then he came in with, like I said, I think it was 2 jakes, but I'm not positive. And they showed up behind me, and I had planned on them coming from down below me, and I sat down quite a ways, and I put my decoys pretty far up. So I was like, all right, well, they'll walk right by me and I'll have a good shot. And like lately I was just like, they kind of seem like they've been afraid of my decoys. Do I use them? But with self-filming, it's so hard to try and move the camera and pinpoint them without decoys. So I set the decoys up, hoping they'd walk by, but they didn't. They came in from behind me, and they were real close, probably like 20 yards behind me over the little rock wall. Let them get pretty far ahead, and then I just gave a real soft yelp, and he must have just peeked over the rock wall because he saw him, and he came strutting right in, and he came right around my Jake decoy. And as soon as he got between the Jake and the hen, I kind of let him have it. So he dropped right there on the spot. Finally, I made a good shot, unlike that first shot I had, and probably you'll see in the other video. But I got it done today, and I'm just thankful. It's been kind of a long season. I'm super sick. I probably shouldn't even be out here, honestly, but I really wanted to get a bird. Never gone without getting one, so it feels good to fill tag, and just thanks to my wife and my daughter. I'll show you where I was set up and where the decoys were, and it's definitely 35, 40 yards. So my decoys are here. And down in that little area is where I was. So, good little poke. You can probably see my gun leaning up against a tree. Right there. So, yeah, that was my setup. That's all. I had pretty good sun behind me, pretty good shade, pretty good cover, really.
You want to see a turkey? You want to see a turkey?
A turkey. A turkey. A turkey.
This is Joe.
What?
Turkey. Turkey. What do you think? Turkey. Is that cool? Turkey. Come here. You kind of unsure? Want to see you touch the feather? Turkey. Is that cool? I love you. Can you touch his feathers? You can touch his feathers, baby girl. Go ahead. You want karate kick him?
Tasty.
Turkey?
Turkey. It's chicken.